Making headlines this week, while 5 school resource officers will be heading to their jobs at public high schools this week, they won't be armed with weapons, even though the judiciary spent $9,000 to purchase them. Court Policy Planning and Communications Director Josh Tenorio says the courts purchased .22 caliber guns, holsters, and bullets for the 5 SROs back in September. But now it appears the courts are left to foot the bill that they thought would be paid by the Department of Education.
The contractual agreement we have is that we go and front the expenses and get a reimbursement. So we've submitted the reimbursement for the firearms, and we're waiting for a formal response, although I've understood that they don't want to approve the expenditure.
Chief Justice Philip Carbolito said the SROs would not be armed, and the decision for them to carry firearms would be left to the Guam Education Board and the legislature. The board, however, is opposed to guns on campuses and says it's up to the courts. The judiciary, meanwhile, is now trying to figure out what they will do with the $9,000 worth of guns, holsters, and ammo they purchased. Police are asking the public's help in locating a Caucasian man who attempted to kidnap a 17-year-old male minor in broad daylight on Monday afternoon. The teen was jogging on Mendioka Lane near St. Paul's when he was approached by a man driving a teal green Mazda pickup truck. Police say the man tried to get the teen into the vehicle by offering him money, but the boy refused.
He then blocked the kid off and was able to continue to entice the boy into going with him. Apparently the boy was trying to walk away. He grabs the boy's arm, struggle ensued, and apparently the boy was able to flee from the suspect. He did sustain some injuries from the altercation with the suspect.
The suspect is described as being male, Caucasian, in his mid-30s, standing about 5'9", weighing 170 pounds. He had short brown hair and was wearing a V-neck gray colored t-shirt, blue jean shorts, and slippers. He might have an injury to his left shoulder. Police say he was operating an older Mazda B2000 or B2200 teal green truck. Anyone with information is asked to contact police at 472-8911 or Guam Crime Stoppers at 477-HELP. The administration has been contemplating a decision on what the government will do with its lease with Cortec for a facility in Tizon. During a walkthrough last Thursday, government officials noted various concerns ranging from intercom, the cafeteria, and covering between walkways. Governor Chief Education Advisor Vince Leonguerrero, however, believes the issues can all be addressed and funding may not be a big issue as first thought.
I think that those all can be addressed, working with the contractor, working within the existing lease agreement, which allows for collateral equipment to be ordered. We believe that those can be addressed. The lease payment is through the tax credits, so it doesn't impact the budget necessarily through an appropriation. It does impact the budget because every time you take a credit, it reduces the amount of revenue that's available.
Onslow Middle School Vice Principal Valerie Kaipet expressed concerns that the Tizon facility is too large for the 5 school aides they have. DOE is also looking at the possibility of using the facility for a new high school. The government of Japan has released the environmental impact statement on the Fatema replacement facility. The delivery of the EIS to the Okinawa prefectural government has provided reassurances that progress is being made to resolve the issues surrounding the FRF. Congresswoman Madeline Berdalio says the EIS is an important step forward with the realignment of Marines in Japan. These steps by the Japanese government are important to showing their efforts to resolve political impasses in Okinawa, and this important action builds on Prime Minister Noda's commitment to achieving tangible progress on a Fatema replacement facility. Berdalio adding that she remains committed to working with her colleagues and a Department of Defense official to ensure that the U.S. fulfills its commitments under the Guam International Agreement.
To Fire Chief, Guam Fire Department, effective the 23rd of December.
For the first time this year, the Guam Fire Department has an official fire chief. Joey St. Nicholas was sworn in before family and friends Thursday morning. He's been with the department for more than 15 years and is the 5th fire chief to fill the position this year. He's the only one who was confirmed by the legislature. Since taking the helm, the fire department successfully leased 4 new ambulances and is in the process of purchasing 3 additional units. Female minors who want to get an abortion must now have parental consent before she can get the procedure done. Governor Eddie Calvo signed Bill 323 into law as a sign of his commitment to the unborn. Archbishop Anthony Apron.
This is a small gesture in the effort to try to help curb a little bit more abortion, which is always on demand, unfortunately. And so for the sake of the unborn, and I'm very glad that this legislation has come forward, and that I hope that, you know, people will be more aware on the evilness of abortion, and hopefully that we bring down the numbers.
If minor is a victim of sexual or physical abuse by a parent or guardian, the law allows for alternate consent from an immediate adult relative.